Okay. Sorry, friends online. I hope the sound is now on. We were just welcoming all the ships. I hope you can give us an indication of which ship is represented online. I just want to welcome all of us this morning. Thank you very much. As our coach always says, this is evidence that you have prioritized our meeting. It got onto your priority list for Saturday morning. Good to see all of you, and I hope you're keeping well despite the challenges of life. We are into the 6th month of our program, and I hope you are feeling the same way we are feeling, that we are going strong together. I know that some of us have been going back onto the materials of the Change Your World tables and the action tables so that you can get a good sense of the content for this program. We have received a number of testimonies, and we are happy to know that there is change happening. Some of you have been promoted, some have got new jobs, others have become better at what they do, others have been motivated to intentionally look for opportunities for growth. So it looks like procrastination is right behind our backs and we are moving forward. I hope that you can be a part of your own story, because that is what we aim for. Be a part of your own story so that you can draw the map or the graph of your journey of life. By now, many of you are acquainted within your ships and you have become family, because that's what it feels like. When we are with you for 9 months, we also become family. So I hope you are feeling like family, and we are all working towards becoming competent and selfless leaders. So now that we are equipped for the last 6 months, it's that time of the year and part of the program where we go out to equip others. We would like to touch the lives of people in school settings. And I know that you have been meeting in ships to discuss this. You have identified schools, you have selected 1 or 2, and you are ready to go out. The book that we are going to use during that school project is I Was Born to Lead. And I know that our coach took you through this book in an earlier session, I Was Born to Lead. Every paid up member, every paid up ship member, as we have been discussing, will get a copy of that book and a t-shirt for purposes of the project. We want to go to these schools when we are branded, because many schools are afraid of people walking in and saying they also have something that they're offering the school. So for us to be sure that this is Franklin Institute and its program, we prefer to have t-shirts that are branded. So everybody who has paid up will receive a t-shirt and a copy of the book. We hope that you have made arrangements. We are going to have letters that introduce you to the schools, and with the leadership of your facilitator, you will make arrangements to go to these schools during this period. So please prepare. I know that some of you are going to meet after here and work on the detail. So we got a number of schools. Some ships have not yet finalized and we are waiting. But just to remind you that you need to appreciate the programs of the schools. It's time for exams. They get holidays end of August. They resume September. So make sure that it works for both you and the schools. We will give a book to each school that you go to. We will also equip you with the presentation so that we have the same information going out to the schools. So you'll have a presentation to work with, and you'll have amongst you the people that will present to the school and interact. You will work it out with the facilitators, who are none other than the ambassadors. Can I see any ambassadors here this morning? Did I see Oscar? Yes, so I hope that the ambassadors will guide you on how to present and how to interact with the students to have the meetings with the head teachers and all that. So we have letters for those that have confirmed the schools, and we'll have Penina coming shortly. I hope that is clear concerning the schools project, the schools project. I know that some people were not able to pay in time, but we have our administrator of the Franklin Institute this morning. She's here with us, and she had offered to give a last chance for anybody that would still want to pay. We got some requests after the deadline, and we have been trying to accommodate all these requests. I think she'll be talking to us later, but she has offered that she could take in a payment or two today. Make sure you don't lose out on that. And I hope everybody has a payment code. Beyond the school projects, the program is still going on. We'll still have our Wednesday sessions resume soon with our coach and mentor, Mrs. Shalon Mugabe. We still have a lot of material to share with you. So we'll have our Wednesday sessions. We'll still have our monthly sessions come August, September, and October. So please look out for the notifications. The program is still going on and no one should be left behind. So I hope that that is clear, and I will open it up for any questions and answers and question session to respond to any issues that need clarification. Our online team, please send in any of the questions that are related to the school project or the program in general, and we shall be able to respond. I want to welcome you once again and for coming. Do we have any questions? Do we have any issues? Have anything we want to share? This is the time.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Okay, thank you. My name is Wycliffe from Ship 4. And my question is like, how long are we going to interact with the school, or how many sessions are we going to have with the schools? Because I remember during our session, we were able to have like the Madam Shaun could help us and pass through the book. So, and we did that in one session, but having a physical interact and having these new students that we are introducing a new program to them, I would like to know how many sessions are we going to have. Then another question, it is also related to the school project that in our group, we had asked to have not a letter, but a form of a concept note that we shall use to convince the people that we are going to be talking to before we deliver the letter. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Another question?
Thank you very much. My name is Oling Apor Francis, Ships 20. I see in this forum, launch of Teachers Leadership Training Program. My question is there any difference between the ongoing program from this one here we're undertaking? Because some of us are teachers, maybe we can interest ourselves to enroll in this other program. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Any other question? Yes. Oh, okay. The online.
Okay, I wanted to add something small about our colleague, which he has said that we are going to schools. Can we at least give an opportunity to the school that we are going, the schools that we are going to, we give them an opportunity to participate in this? Because, like, for example, the school where our ship we chose, it is somehow far from here. And after the interaction, we may find that the deadline for the application, like they may not meet the deadline for the application after having the session with them. So I was requesting that if we can give them a priority, that after interacting with them, at least we get two teachers from the school that can enroll in the program. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Wycliffe. I think this is just a reaction to your question, if it's allowed. Am I permitted to react? It's not a question. Yeah. Wycliffe, if someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but the program, you asked how long the program will run. It's a 3-year program. And then how the teachers can participate in this program. Our facilitator informed us that this program is not ours to facilitate. This program, we shall introduce the program to the school and leave it as a program in the school to continue. So representatives in the school, teachers and interested or capable students will continue with this program and the book. It's not us to go back. So the question about how many sessions we shall have, it is in the school. We are taking the program to the school and it will continue running for 3 years in the school, and the students will graduate with certificates, not as us as facilitators, but the school facilitating the program. I stand to be corrected.
Morning, everyone. I'm by the names Kosiboni Mwonge, Ship 24. My question is, for the ships that have more than one school, how shall it be done? And is it okay if 2 ships can use one school, or because some schools really want to welcome these programs and they could put time on their timetables to accommodate such a program? So can 2 ships use one school? And then there are things, those ships that have more than one school, how can this be done? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other?
Thank you. Hello. Thank you. My name is Christopher Ereto. I'm inquiring. We are graduating in November. How shall we follow up the schools? Because we shall be might be out. Is there a way forward to follow up our schools which we have gone and the program being implemented?
Good morning, everyone. Okay, my name is Doreen Nasiwa, Ship 2. I'm just inquiring if we could go, is it possible for the ships to go into 2 schools before we graduate, or 3, or it's not possible? That's my question.
Friends, please, when you speak to the microphone, I request that you speak audibly so that we are able to capture the questions. And in fact, I'm asking that the person who just spoke, please repeat that question and speak into the mic. I'm also requesting that the questions are given so that the team can answer them rather than the answers coming from the participants. Please give your question and then let the team be the one to respond.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I don't know what's wrong with the mic. I don't know whether Miss Shalom can hear.
Now it's better. Go ahead, my friend.
Okay, my name is Dorina Swa. My question, and I'm coming from SHIP 2. My question is it possible for the SHIP to visit 2 schools or 3 schools before we graduate, or it's not possible? Those are my questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for those questions. I hope the online team can hear us. So we have the last question was, is it possible to visit 2 or 3 schools before November? I will request Mrs. Mugabe to respond to some of the questions. I'm just going to narrate them, and then we can see how to start responding as we also anticipate the online questions. So we had, how long do we interact with schools? How many sessions are required while on this program of us Born to Lead? Question 2 was a request for a concept note to discuss with the schools before the visit. Question 3 was about the teachers training program, whether it's any different from what is happening now, because some of the participants are teachers themselves and they would want to benefit from the program if it's different. And then, can the schools that we are going to during this season participate in the teachers program? Are we able to go and visit the schools and then enroll or enlist the teachers who will be the sponsors there to be a part of the teachers training program now that there's a deadline for registration? The next question was, it was actually clarification required between us Born to Lead and I Lead. They are 2 different programs and they attract different requirements. So that one we are going to clarify. The next question was, can you go to more than 1 school? And can SHIPs share schools? That was from SHIP 2024, rather 24. And then, how do we follow up on schools beyond November 2024? And the last question, which is similar to the earlier one, is it possible to visit 2 or 3 schools? I will ask Mrs. Mugabe to take up some of the questions as we record additional questions from online, and then I'll respond to others. I will also request the ambassadors to be on standby to respond to some of the experiences you had as we did the school projects last year. So ambassadors that came in a little later, you're welcome. And I would like you to come forward so that we can respond to these issues together. So I wanted to give the opportunity to Mrs. Shalom Mugabe, if she could unmute and respond to some of the issues. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Good morning, my friends. It is a delight once again to be here. Although I am physically far away, I can tell you, friends, that I feel you, I see you, I feel like I'm at the center. I miss you, but I'm very happy that at least I can connect with you virtually. I also would like to thank you, Rachel. Rachel, thank you very much. Join me, friends, to appreciate Rachel for taking on this. You can imagine that a number of us are now away, but she is there holding fort. God bless you, Rachel. Thank you very much. And you look great this morning. I have
you.
seen a number of you early birds. I'm very delighted to see you in the room. Thank you for keeping time. Thank you for being those people that have prioritized something you know will add value to you. Friends, it is a very good thing to start, but it is actually more important to end well. May you purpose to end well, my dear friends. And those of us that are online, Bonita, Charlotte, Emma, Vincent Ojambo, Abdallah, Amina, Catherine, Benna, Ezra, Bira, Jabshot, Brian, Robert, Nambarira, Nazifa, Richard, Mwai John, Mugisa, and many of you that I may not have mentioned, but I can tell you I am seeing you. Hope Susan, HP, Elizabeth, Dennis, Francis, good to see you, friends. Thank you for being here and thank you for making it. Brenda, welcome to the session. And keep it up, like Rachel said, we have a few months to go. We are now in our season of going back, give back to our communities. I would like to give you the background to this that we are talking about. Like we have shared before, the background to the program of the public management and leadership, the public management and leadership program was a desire to create a platform for professionals to learn from someone, from people who have experience, who have been in the public service, in the public sector, in leadership, but also to be able to give back to the communities where we come from. So on one hand, we equip you. We answer the question, what are you doing to equip yourself? And we think that by attending the PML, you are getting opportunity to equip yourself, but you're also getting exposure into opportunities that can help you grow as a person. We also answer the next question. The next question is, what are you doing to grow others? We believe that you're doing many things to grow others. However, as a team, as a cohort, we give you an opportunity to go to a targeted community. And in this case, our target is schools, so that you as professionals can give back to the students and help raise a generation of leaders that will espouse values-based leadership. What is our mission? Ultimately, we want transformation through selfless and competent leadership in our organizations, in our public space. So friends, what we are doing here is to make sure that when you grow, you don't keep this to yourself. You give an opportunity to someone, to the community around you to also grow. And in this regard, that is how now in our 7th month, going to our 8th month, we are thinking of going to the schools. We would have said, go wherever you want, but we believe that that is not easy for us to monitor. It is also hard for us to measure. So we say, look for a school, create a relationship with them. Our experience is that you need to have a connection with that school so that they can easily let you in. We desist from going to schools where we are just beating about the bush, where we are just begging them, can we get in? Where we are asked, bring the concept, bring what is in it for us, what will you pay us, what will our children get, what will our teachers get? We desist from that. Because here, I know that how you came to this program is that you saw an advert, you applied, and you have received this resource, that you have got the training from this program because of other people that have invested in it. Now, we are also asking you to invest your time, your experience, and it will also require some resources. You have already paid to get your resources to go and invest and impact the students. So we have had experiences where schools are very hard. They don't want to let in people, and rightfully so. That's why we are saying, get a school where you have a relationship. Get a school where you have a connection. In fact, if you have teachers in your ship, that is a very good place for you to go. Why? Because you have someone there who already knows what we are doing, but they also already have a relationship in that school. They can connect you in that school. Some of you have relationships, you're all busy to certain schools, but some of you, you know the head teachers or you know the teachers. So we would like you to go to a school that is easy for you to access, that is not difficult for you to access, so that when you walk in, they are not seeing you as a stranger. They are seeing you, you have created that rapport, that they are seeing you as someone who is coming to partner with them, but not someone either who is coming as a donor, because we are not donors, or who is coming to harm their students, and I believe we are not going to be doing that. That brings me to the question, how many sessions will we have with the schools? That was question 1. Now, let me start with this so that I can answer that. There are 2 programs in schools that we give to the schools as Franklin Institute. Participants of the Public Management and Leadership Program, which is U 2024, you take out to the schools, I was born to lead. That is why today, each of you that has paid will receive a copy of I was born to lead. Would like you to read it, understand it, because when you go to the schools, that is what you will be taking there. You will be teaching those students essentially leadership values for young people. And those values are embedded in the book, I was born to each will write a formality and confirm to the school that you are actually one of us. You are a participant in our program as Franklin Institute, and will take responsibility of the fact that you will be in that school. We will be owning up. We'll be saying, yes, just like these people told you, they are part of our program, and here is the introduction letter for them, such that we have to beg to get in. Any school that feels difficult to get in, we don't go into that school. Why? Because we would like a school that will openly partner with us, not a school that will make it difficult for us to work with them. Now, for you, the program you are taking, what you are taking as your outreach project is I was born to lead. Once the school gets I was born to lead, they are able to, you will have 1 session with them. So you will agree on a day when you're going to be there, and you make the presentation for each school, for the school, which you will have, and you will give it to the teacher, to the head teacher, for their library. we encourage the schools to acquire more of these books. And if a certain ship desires to give more copies to the Franklin, excellent. I realize that there may be some mishaps in my communication. Are you getting me audibly clearly? I would like to hear from the people online, but I also would like to get a signal from the center. Is my internet better now?
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much. Friends online, is it better now? Thank you. Thank you, Joshua. All right, friends. So when you will meet them for that one day. The book has 7 chapters. If it were possible, the school would go through that program, and for them to be able to go through those values, essential leadership values for young people, they will need a copy of the book. They can only get a copy of the book, one, by getting that one that we are donating to the school, but 2, by acquiring copies from the Franklin Institute. And I had just said that if a ship desires to give to the school they are going to some more copies, please feel free to approach Rachel or Penny or the ambassadors. Ambassadors, you are aware of this, so that you can get some more copies that you would like to donate to the school. That would be your giving to the school that you're going to, just like we believe that you have received from the Franklin Institute. And then there is the next program that we will introduce to the school after they have gone through, after they have received you for I Was Born to Lead, is the iLead program. The iLead program is only administered by our Franklin ambassadors. You become a Franklin ambassador after you have gone through this program, you have graduated, and you have enrolled. We take you through a training that prepares you to manage iLead, to run iLead with us. Once you become a Franklin ambassador, then you have access to our trainings, you have access to our weekly sessions, you have access now to the bigger program, which is iLead. Here is the difference. I Was Born to Lead is our introduction program to the schools, and it is done by the ships. It is only 7 values in that book. The ships will go there once, but we encourage the ships to keep in close contact with that school, because that is how we are going to get in with the iLead program. The iLead program is managed by the Franklin Institute itself, working with Franklin ambassadors. Now, you who are in the PML 2024, you will become Franklin ambassadors after your graduation in November. And you will also, after going through the prerequisites of becoming an ambassador and getting our training, and therefore becoming part of that team. We are looking forward to you crossing over and joining us on this side so that we can work with you to spread this very valuable program to the schools. Please note, the ships are taking I Was Born to Lead. Franklin Institute is the one that takes iLead to the schools that you will have introduced us to. And it can only be done when you are a Franklin ambassador, and there are prerequisites to becoming a Franklin ambassador. So, how many times will you interact with the schools? Initially, once, with the view to keep in touch with them so that when it is time for us to introduce iLead to them, you will be our contact, you will be our connection there. That's why we require you to register all the schools that you will be going to, so that we have the data and we know who to follow up with when we are going to those schools. A school that will not receive us for I was born to lead will not be considered for I lead, because we want a school that is willing to partner right from the beginning. So there is no school we will go to without first taking there I was born to lead, and we take I lead. I believe that that is clear. If it is not, kindly note it on the note another question, a follow-up question, and we'll take another round of questions. So how many sessions will you have with the schools? One session, one visit as a ship. You will be taking the presentation. We'll give you a template, but you are free to actually make that template yours. Please do not adulterate the values. Read the values and understand them so that you represent me well as the author of that book. I wouldn't want you to go and define integrity in your own words, in your own rendering, when we have given a certain definition of what we think integrity is, of what we think the value of family is. Please read that book, understand it, and then be able to deliver it to the schools, to the students. I hope that you will do that for me. I have relinquished my copyrights and given you authority to deliver on this content. I request you to honor it just like I have honored you. So read it and deliver it in its sanctity. You can share your own personal stories. You don't have to share my stories. But if my stories make sense, you are at liberty to share them. When you go, please acknowledge ownership. That will be enough for my copyright. Thank you very much. There's a question, the concept to introduce the program to allow us into the school. Friends, we want you to build rapport with the school. We want you to go to a school that you have already built a relationship with. And we believe that as ships, no one will bombard others to say we must go to this school. You will sit together, you will agree on which school to go to, you will go there. Whether you go to one school or to two schools, that will be up to the ships. It should not be up to one individual dominating others or another individual throwing tantrums because they've not chosen their school. You will sit as a ship and agree on where you would like to go. We would like to see your abilities to influence one another and work well. You will be paid highly in life because of your ability to work with other people and to understand people. So we want you to agree and then choose which school you're going to. What will we give you a concept? No. We do not intend to give you a written concept. We intend for you to approach a school, share what you have learned, share about the book that you're taking to them, the content, which is I Was Born to Lead. And if they say, yes, we are interested in this, please let us know, and we will give you an introduction letter. If they do not, we are requesting you to move to the next school. The school must be willing to work with Franklin on this, and you will be our representative for I Was Born to Lead. I am giving you the authority for I Was Born to Lead because this is owned by Franklin and we can give it to you. And when it is time to do I Lead, we will also, and you are a Franklin ambassador, will also work with you. But should you want to do I Lead on your own without us, you can actually access it and you are at liberty to use it, but we will not be working with you if you have not gone through the process as we are going through it right here. So when we write that concept, we will not give you a concept. we will go with you to a school that you would introduce us to that has accepted to work with you. Would like you to use you. But if as a ship you would like to write that into a concept, please go ahead and do it, because it would be good, and would like to see your ability to mobilize your community and get in to give them a service. Shall we give opportunities and priorities to teachers to be part of the PML program? If you are a teacher and you are already going through the PML program, I request you not to apply for the teachers training program. Why? Because you have already benefited from a Franklin program. It would be fair for you to give opportunity to other teachers who are not in this program to get that training. However, there's good news to this. Once you have crossed over to become a Franklin ambassador, we will train you as one of our facilitators for the teachers program. So you will still have opportunity to work with the teachers, but as a facilitator, not as a participant, because we want to graduate you. You have been here, you'll be with us a whole year. These ones are going to just go through the program only and only for 12 weeks. So I am asking you, please, if you have applied for this teachers program, withdraw your application, don't apply. But when you cross over to be an ambassador, you'll be one of our facilitators, just like our ambassadors are going to facilitate the teachers training coming up in the months that come. Will we give them, the teachers in the schools you're going to, priority to be part of the training program? We are asking. We are requesting you to please send them the link so that they apply. We are not going to give priority to any person who has not applied. Simply because we have come to your school does not mean that you will get into the program. It is a competitive program, friends. Where resources are limited, it means that people must compete for the resources to get attention. If we were able to, by the way, as Franklin, we would have trained every teacher, but we do not have the capacity yet. And so ask the teachers in the schools where you're going to apply, and they need to indicate in their essays which schools they are in and how they got to know about this program. So if we realize that this is a teacher from the ship recruited by our ships, and they have the qualifications, we can tell that they pass at least the minimum test of our application process, they will get in. So give them the link, let them apply, and we will consider them as we are considering the rest. 4, more than one school. How many schools can a ship have? Our requirement as Franklin for the PML program is 1 school. We require you to go to at least 1 school. However, some of you have the ability, you have the resources, you have the time to do more than 1 school. If that is the case, please register that school with us as well. And I know that our ambassadors will be coordinating that process. And if you need any assistance, Rachel is at your disposal. Would like you to go through the procedures properly and send that name of the school you're going to Rachel so that we can write the introduction letter and you go there. Our requirement is 1 school. If you would like to go to 1 more school, at least 2, at most, let them be 2. More than 2 will be too much on the ship, and it will strain you. It will also strain us as the administrators, because now we could end up with about 100 schools, and we are not able to run those. So please, at least 1 school is our requirement. More than 1 can be at most 2. Are you required to do more than 1? No, you're not required. Can you do more than 1? If you're able to. What is the furthest you can go? At most 2. The question is, after graduation, how shall we follow up with the schools? Thank you for that wonderful question. You will follow up with the schools by 1, becoming a Franklin ambassador. But also, we as Franklin, because you have given us that school and it is in our database, it will be our responsibility to follow up with that school. In fact, in January, at the end of the year, before we cross to January, we will have a session with all the schools, head teachers of the schools where you will have gone. 1, to connect with them, and 2, to continue with the relationship that you will have started with them. How wonderful it will be for you to have joined the Franklin Ambassadors Forum by that time, so that you are the direct link. You are the person who takes charge of that school. You take care of it. You make sure that that school gets onto a lead. You make sure that they proceed with their program. You make sure that you give back to them. You are committed to them. Friends, as Franklin, we are committed to you until you let go of us. That is why after graduation, we also have a program for you so that you can stick with us, so that we can continue to add value to you, and also you can add value to others. Now, we would like you to go to the schools with that level of commitment, that once you enter the school, you as a ship, also you as individuals, you will keep the relationship with that school, and we are available to sustain that through the Franklin Ambassadors Forum. That is why, my dear friends, we can't wait to have you this side. We will tell you what it requires for you to become a Franklin Ambassador, and we are looking forward to you graduating and crossing over. We cannot wait. Good things are still ahead of you, just like good things are with you as you go through the PML. Is it possible to visit 2 or more schools before graduation or not? You can at most visit 2 schools. Please do not give yourselves more than 2 schools. We will not allow you to do more than 2 schools as a ship. But if you don't have 2 schools, it is no crime. Please visit that 1 school, because that is our only requirement. The difference between I was born to lead and I lead has already been clarified. Now, these are the questions that we picked from the people at the center. Allow me now to quickly go to the chat room and pick the questions that came from the people online, my friends who are online just like me this morning. In this school project, this is a question from Let's Tende. Is this school project for this term or 3rd term, as the school term ends on the 23rd? Friends, preferably this term, but all we are saying is that by end of September, you should have finished this program. You should have finished your visit to the school. And the reason we want this is because we are preparing for graduation in November. We don't want you to be going to schools in October, and yet in the first week of November, you'll be graduating. So if you do it this term, the better. If you cannot, the first week in 3rd term, but as much as possible, make sure that by September, you are done with a school project. If you're not done with a school project by September, unfortunately, we will not be comfortable with continuing with the ship. So September is the time you finish. So if you do it in July, beautiful. August, beautiful. Start of September, beautiful. But no one is crossing to October with this. Excellent. I work in a school environment in Uganda. Can I be trusted to talk to the student leaders from my area since I don't live in the city? Thank you, Dennis Lumumba, for this question. Dennis, you can acquire. Please get in touch with Rachel and myself. I hope that you paid up and you have access to a copy of the I Was Born to Lead. You will also get your t-shirt if you paid for it. You will let us know on the school you are going to and on which day. You will also give us the contact of that school, the person that you are in touch with in that school, the head teacher, and also a teacher in that school. We will enter them in our database and we will work with you. But we hope, Dennis, that you can also work with your ship to deliver this. So we don't want you to be an isolated case. Please work with Judith. I see you are in ship 25. Share this with her so that she can make you part of her agenda. Although they may not travel there, that is up to the ship. If you can go alone, go, but follow our procedures. And Judith will be a great help in that. Keep in touch with us and let us see how you can deliver that on your own. You will need to acquire some copies. You may, if you are able to, let us know how that can go. You can acquire copies by buying some from the Franklin Institute that you can give to the school. Thank you, Dennis. I hope that answers your question, and thank you for the initiative. Please stick to your ship. Even if you want to do something on your own, let it be done in line with the ship administration. Yes, Job Shots, greetings, greetings. We are going to ask you at a certain point to unmute and greet people. In fact, Rachel will do that very well for you. Excuse me. And thank you for logging in, Job. I know what time it is. I understand the sacrifice. God bless you, my friend. God bless you, my Job. Gladys, you are asking, there are many projects in schools. What will happen in case a school is not able to continue with a program for 3 years? Friends, what you are taking to the schools is not a program for 3 years. You're taking to the schools, I was born to lead. It will be Franklin's responsibility to introduce I Lead, which is a 3-year program. And therefore, when you go to schools, say nothing about I Lead, just talk about I was born to lead and connect them to Franklin. Then we will work with you to introduce I Lead. So I hope you get it clearly. You are not doing I Lead. You are doing I was born to lead, and I was born to lead is a session you're going to do for 1 day. Leave them with a book and ask them either to acquire books or to go to the library where we will have donated a book and they read the book and the students can go through the questions together and read it. Advise them not to photocopy the book. We prefer for them to buy the book. That is how I will know that my copyright is being protected. Please do not emphasize to the schools not to photocopy Sharon Mugabe's book. Let them acquire a copy and you will be their link to getting those copies. And if you're able to, as a ship, please acquire some copies for them so that they may have more than one that we will give them. Elizabeth, you're saying since the program is for 3 years, please note, my friends, that the 3-year program is not what you're introducing. Again, the 3-year program will be introduced by Franklin after you have done I Was Born to Lead. I Was Born to Lead is the entry point for us. Whoever accepts us for I Was Born to Lead, they will be then considered for I Was Lead. Hear this. Do not talk about I Lead when you go to the schools. Please restrict your conversations to I Was Born to Lead. Thank you, Elizabeth. I hope that clarifies it. For the schools that are already on board, do we need to introduce the program again? That is Hope, Susan, Hilda. Hope, Susan, Hilda, for the schools that are already on board, that means those are Franklin schools now. The Franklin ambassadors and the schools are working on that. Friends, do not go to a school where we already have a program. If we are already there, please don't go there because we have already started. Now you'll be taking them back. Now for the schools that are already on board, you will, when you come to join us, you will be part of those that are working with them, but don't go to a school where we are already on board. So just in case you pick, in fact, when you submit your schools to Rachel, they will not, and we realize that this is a school we are already in, we will not be going there. We'll be advising you, like I'm doing now, to choose another school. Yeah, jump shots, it's 1 a.m. I can imagine. Thank you very much. Rachel, I believe that I have answered all the questions. If there's any that I've left out, please let me know. And friends, we want to make this as easy as possible so that you do not struggle with anything. Now I would like you to ask Rachel, you can go ahead and pick some more questions if they are there, and then you'll guide us on how to proceed. Can the schools already on board be shared? No, the schools that are already on board cannot be shared. Once you talk to the school and you say you are in a program with Franklin Institute, the schools that are already on board will tell you. There are not many. So far, we have 9 schools on board, and so we will not be sharing those schools with you. But any school that is already on board, when you go to them, the head teacher will tell you that we are actually there.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Mugabe, for that first round of the questions. I see more hands, and we'll take a second round and have a go at that. Please go ahead.
Yes, my question previously was not answered. When I said, I'd said, can 2 ships be in one school, or it's strictly 1 ship per school? Because since the sessions are it's one session, because different people may be from that school, but they're in different ships. Yes, can they have sessions which are different, but for the different ships?
I think we prefer that every ship gets a unique school so that we spread as opposed to, sharing a school. So let every ship have a separate school. And so far, I haven't found a ship that wants to, 2 ships that want to go to one school. So please find your own schools. And most of you have already identified schools. I think the issue is which one first. But we already have a number of schools, and we shall be following up that shortly after the question and answer session. Please go ahead.
Thank you. CPA Robert Onek. And from my experience with our ships, we found very many schools actually, but due to resource constraints, we cannot go to all those schools, but also we want to work as a team. Thank you. So I'm inquiring, is it possible for the schools we may not go to for I Was Born to Lead, will they be considered for I Lead program? Thank you.
Can you repeat that, please?
Okay, I was saying through our ship leaders, we submitted quite a number of schools. And probably some of the schools before we submitted, we had already reached out to them because we have personal connections and told them that this program, now we have to tell them we are not coming, probably to give them the feedback. But I'm wondering, can Franklin Institute consider them for I-Lead program, probably in future? Thank you.
Thank you. I hope, Shalon, you've had that question. People had contacted more than... Okay. Any other question? Please go ahead, Shalon.
Beautiful. Thank you, friends. CPA Robert Onek, I congratulate you. You know upon what. So thank you very much. Let me start with a question that Rachel already answered. Can two ships be in one school? No, friends. Two ships should go to different ships should go to different schools so that we spread the opportunity and we don't keep it in one place. Is it possible for the schools we had contacted, but we are not going to be considered for a lead? Dear friends, our preference is that our schools, the schools that Franklin goes to, start with, I was born to lead. But I'm going to ask you, Robert, to please register those schools with Rachel so that we have them. And when we are going, we are taking the next round of consideration, they will be on that list. In fact, there are some ships here that do not have a school to go to. You could actually give them to Rachel, and you will be the connection to that school, introducing us there, and then you can lead that school there, that ship there. Because we have some ships that may not have got their own, the school to go to, and yet we have connections that can take us to that school. That would be wonderful. And if they are not there, if no ship goes there, then register them with Rachel so that in future they would be considered as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shalon. Thank you very much. I would like to hand back to the Master of Ceremonies if this session is concluded. I hope I see one hand. One more hand.
Would you use this one?
My inquiry is most of us are employed, doing something for earning. Now, would you advise us on the date, the best date of the week? Can we go over the weekend or weekdays like that?
I am going to ask one of our ambassadors to share their experience on how they got the school project done. Good morning, wonderful people. Who would like to share? Ambassadors. Timothy, you're smiling quite nicely. You look like you want to share. Apparently, Achilles wants to share with us. If you could both come, Timothy and Achilles, and you give us good guidance on how to get the school project done, what day of the week is wonderful, whom to liaise with, a full rounded experience. I think that would be more helpful than me saying, go on Monday or go on Tuesday or go on Thursday. Yes. Achilles, Rachel has offered you a chair.
Good morning to everybody. Thanks, Penny, for this opportunity. Who am I? Who sits in Rachel's seat?
You are Achilles.
Achilles, the great one.
The very
Today you know that I'm the great one. Anyway, my experience about the outreach. In the start, it was something that is not easy when you're pioneering, when you're going to the school for the first time and you're searching out for the schools where to go. Some of them reject you, others put you on program, but they don't take you up. But those ones that welcome you and you reach there introducing, I was born to lead. The first one I went to, that was Bishop Cyprian Hungary. It was very marvelous. When you reach there and they have set for you a full hall you're going to meet the students who are so eager to learn values. Which values for you, you're already now thinking they are just part of you. That's when you're going to know how important they are when they are assimilating the values and they are willing to take them, the responses they will give you. And then also, I also like so much the point where we are taking pictures and you see yourself, they are posting you on their websites about what you're impacting in their schools and the children. The reports you get after when they have taken up the values from families giving feedback to the teachers. The teachers give back the feedback to you. You'll feel that you're really impacting the future of tomorrow. That is experience about I was born to lead. And when it goes to I lead, my goodness. Should I open?
For now,
Should I open the box?
no. For now, actually, let them know that I was born to lead is amazing, but I lead is a step higher.
Just be eager to be that your schools are introduced to. I was at I lead, and there's no way you're going to get there unless you do. I was born to lead. And by the way, the best thing I liked from I was born to lead, Shalon gave us the audacity to use the book to create our own with her guidance. For those ones, Shalon gave us hers for free, but mine, I don't know, I think. But if you want to receive from mine, it will be, you will wonder, because you're going to learn more and more of values of your own than even you've never thought of. By the way, there is power in I was born to lead. Now, this is out of the outreach personal experience. I was born to lead made me realize a number of values that I was taking for granted. And when Shalon gave us the audacity to write with her guidance, you are going to write marvelous books that are going to lead you even more than where you think you can reach. I think I've exhausted all, unless I have questions.
Thank you very much, Achilles. I think you've been wonderful in giving us a good overview of what the experience will be like. I would like you to say a few more words about scheduling. How did you get to choose the day that you go to the school? How did you organize your ship members to join you? Transportation, the places you went. How did you give the school the date? Did the school give you the date? Scheduling. I think that was the gist of your question. Yes.
Thank you so much. That one, it is quite simple because what we did, do we have ship 3 members here? Good. What we did last time, you know, I'm a grandfather now. What we did last time is what we are doing today as well. How you schedule. You cite the school you'd wish to go to. Then you go to the school and introduce yourself, introducing, do you have already I was born to lead? No. You introduce the book, I was born to lead, maybe to your contact person. Some can go to the HM, to the head teacher, depending. So for us, we went to, for example, Bishop Cyprian Chihangiri. We went and met the headmistress, who handed us to the person who should be in charge of I was born to lead. When we introduced, they welcomed. She gave us time. They met as, I think, the administration. They agreed to accept. Then they gave us a person who's going to be, we are supposed to be in contact with. And once we got that, we were sure that the school has accepted. So that is when the administration now will be Franklin. That's when Franklin will write to them, depending on that day.
they expect us. We write to them, introducing officially, I was born to lead. So when that is done, that means that day is confirmed. That's when we go and introduce, I was born to lead. And we shall, I believe we shall be taken through, they will be taken through how to go about the training of I was born to lead. And after that, we wait for the deed day. It depends on the way you've programmed for you as the ship. Whether you'll go in your own t-shirts, in case you've come up with something new, whether you'll buy something for the students, whether it depends how far it is, when are you going to go? Do you need to sleep over in the area you're going? I'm so sure some people are going to be going to Chisoro. You'll plan where you'll sleep, how you'll feed, how you introduce, then you'll have a copy in soft copy, whether you'll project or you'll not project. So those arrangements are going to be done by you with your ship leaders, the ambassadors. How you're going to go to the school, how you're going to do the presentation, who will do the presentation, who will present what, are you going to share the values? So and so presents this, another on this. So is it by one person? So your ships are going to arrange on how the day will be, but in line or in connection with the school, depending on the time they give you, how much time you're going to use, what do they want? Do they accept you to take biscuits and sodas? And so on. I don't know if I've answered everything. Any other question about the scheduling?
Achilles, you have been very detailed, very thorough in answering the question. I would like to thank you. Friends, shall we appreciate Achilles?
Thank you so much.
Shall we appreciate Achilles properly? Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Penny.
You have built us. You have given us confidence. I believe we are now more ready to go to our schools. And friends, some of us have already approached the schools. Some of us have already had conversations with the schools. And Franklin has already drafted introductory letters for those of us that are ready. So when we leave this place, we shall go with our letters of introduction and we shall go and make our presentations and introduce I Was Born to Lead. As you can see here with me is a very beautiful looking box. It has even more beautiful things. It has these wonderful books. I am going to invite Rachel and Annette to join me up here and we issue the materials that we have. Friends, Rachel has guided me quite beautifully or reminded me of a very important event that needs to happen. Those of us that have come here more than once or even once have met a wonderful young man that usually has the second microphone when I have this first one. Ewan Jab Shots. Friends, I would like us to welcome Jab Shots to say hello to us, and he can take his nap thereafter since it is 1 o'clock where he is. Jab Shots, are you there, sir? Juliana tells me that I should give Jab Shots a moment to be able to greet us.
I'm trying, Juliana has unmuted me. Am I clear?
Jab Shots, calm yourself down. We can hear you.
Okay, I'm trying to put on my video as well. I think she hasn't cleared that.
She's clearing it, do not worry.
I'm here.
She's busy working.
Do you know that I've never attended online for all the times I've been in PML? So I don't even know what you guys go through when you attend online. Okay. Thank you so much, Penny. Thank you so much, team. I am really delighted. Once the video goes on, I believe you'll see I'm all smiles. I no longer know how to speak Luganda, so you'll excuse me. My
Jamshot's, the
Luganda is
accent is still the same.
it is also soon going away. So be worried. Be worried that soon I'll be changing. I've put down my lights, so I'm trying to use my video lights. Is it still morning? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning,
Thank you, Penny. You're smart. Rachel is smart, and everyone.
Thank you, Jamshots. And we can
I'm
see
happy
you
to see all the
also.
faces. I'm happy to see all of you. But then I want to share just one little experience. Penny, when I came here, the only thing that was on my mind was PML. I was thinking I've left all of you back in Uganda, here in USA, and wow, how are you going to move? How are you going to be there when I'm not around? You guys are going to have tea without me. You guys are going to have good discussions without me. Guys, I miss you all. That is one thing I can't hide. I miss you all. But I'm doing something, and for those that don't know, I got this scholarship. I'm attending the Mandela Washington Fellowship in Boise, Idaho, and I got this scholarship through the works of the program you're doing. I didn't know about Mandela until I joined the Mandela Washington Fellow, whether I joined the public management leadership program that you are attending. So I just want to encourage all of us that as you are attending, you're not attending in vain. Pick whatever you can pick, attend as much as you can, and you never know, next year you would be the ones out here. From our first cohort, 2 members came, me and Jack. You've met Jack. So guys, these things work. You're going to get improved. You're going to get better. Your articles and essays will be better. Some of you have already tried, but maybe you're not breaking through because your articles are not aligned. Your essays are not aligned. PML is the place that is going to align your articles. PML is the place that is going to make you realize who you are, that is going to improve you. Power, as you're putting down your head, I believe you'll be a better person. Your article, you've applied before, and this is now your time to apply and go through. You're doing a lot of good work, but how you put it in context is what is lacking. So members, I am fetching a lot of water for all of us. When I come back, I am willing to share with you. I would love to walk the journey with all of you guys. I thank you for attending in big numbers, and I pledge to be with you when I come back. About the program, Penny and team, the other thing that you need to do as you're going out to these schools is to first to as well understand the program that you're taking there, understand the value that you're taking there. Do not beg schools. That I emphasize, do not beg schools. This is a program that some schools are yearning to have. So if any school is perhaps not giving you the attention that you deserve, my brother, my sister, do not beg. People are yearning and paying a lot of money to have these programs in their schools. So if you're giving them an offer and they are not really understanding you, I kindly beg you to move to the next one. Then understand your program in a way that if you're explaining to someone, let them make sense of what you're talking about. It is always easy to explain what you're giving in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. It will make sense and it will be easy for you. Once the school appreciates this program, I'm telling you, they will give you all the facilities. They will give you the hall. They will give you the microphones. They will give you everything that you can think about in case they have them. For those that don't, you can always provide. Penny, what we did in our ship 2, the last ship 2, we also mobilized little monies from ourselves and provided what was not provided by the school. So back to your ships, try to also be a comprehensive team, know what the school can offer, and then step in, because this is going to count on your CV. This is going to count on your end of year graduation. Penny, I would like to hear from you. If I have perhaps exhausted what I could have, and then let you go to the next program, and also request to take leave, members. It's coming to 2 a.m. I can barely see you. Penny, speak to me.
Jab shots.
Yes, please.
We are barely functioning without you, sir.
No.
You asked how we would survive without you. We are barely surviving.
No. I know. I actually want you to survive without me, but I'm missing the tea. I'm missing the bites.
Jab shots. I am sure that America has lots of candy and lots of biscuits to offer, and plenty of coffee. So I hope you're enjoying yourself. Thank you very much for saying hello to us. Please.
Plenty of them.
We have seen jump shots. You are clearly having a good time. Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for talking to us, for making us realize that we are on the right path. We are glad that you're fetching a lot of water. We shall be here waiting with our drums, our buckets, some of us our cups, some other people's spoons. We shall fetch from you, sir. I hope you're fetching plenty of water and you'll be able to supply all of us when you get back. Friends, are we inspired by Jab's story? Shall we appreciate him? Jab shots, that is love for you, sir. You can now take a nap. You can now have your wonderful night. We hope the bed bugs don't bite. If there are any in America. We know there are no mosquitoes, but there might be some bed bugs. But anyway.
I don't want to be deported next day.
I hope you didn't export some bed bugs to them.
No, I didn't, at least.
Okay. Nice to know, Jabshos. And it's wonderful to see you. It's wonderful to see your face. And we can see that you're doing all right. We can see that you're in good spirits, that you are in good health. And we thank God that He has kept you so well.
Amen.
I'm now going to invite Rachel to guide us on how we are going to do the next phase of the program. And then we can get into it.
Thank you, Penny. I thought all the English is with you. Anyway, friends, what we have next is to distribute the materials. We have the books because of the permission to keep paying. We accommodated people who are still paying, so the t-shirts are still in production, and we only have the books. But we have all the ambassadors on a group that will know when to pick up the t-shirts from any of us. So we are going to distribute the books, and we shall have a date for you for the t-shirts. We do apologize, but we also have the letters for those that submitted in time. So let's try and do it in ships. We'll start with ship 1, and then you can have your books and the letter. Books and the letter. I know that the ships want to meet right after this and before the center closes. So we want to allow you to interact and determine the next steps for each ship. So let us get this exercise out of the way so you can have a discussion. Thank you.
Rachel, I am inquiring, would it be prudent for us to take the group photograph now so that when we issue the books and the materials to the ships, then the ship members can go away into a corner and meet with one another so that we don't have to converge again to do the group photograph? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
What are members' thoughts?
That's Galaxy. Shares something. Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Friends online, we appreciate the fact that you are doing live and connecting and making sure that you have plenty of internet and a good connection via Wi-Fi. if we kept it within the room where we are, we would be very grateful for that. So friends, please mute yourselves. Thank you. Rachel, do we then issue the materials now and everyone stays here? Okay. All right then. I think as guidance, Rachel is going to call you. Annette is going to acknowledge receipt. When Rachel calls the group leader or the ship's leader, the ship's leader will come over, receive the number of books for the members that have paid, acknowledge receipt with Annette. I will hand over the books, acknowledge receipt with Annette. I will give you your letter if you have already given us a school, and then you can take your seats again for the moment. Then we'll take the group photograph, and then we can all break up into smaller groups in our ships and have a few chats and agree on when we are going to the schools. I hope that's all right with everyone. Wonderful. Okay.
Ship 1.
Shall we have ship 1, please?
Annette, you have anybody representing ship 1 to carry away the material? Leah is not here.
I am representing ship 1 and I'm sending Timothy to do that.
Thank you. Thank you, Shalon.
Keiboza Girls School, Tizova Girls School, and Vine High School.
Thank you very much. You can clap for them. Ship 2. Can we hear the schools?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Doreen Siwa from Ship 2. And we are visiting 2 schools. One is St. Peter's in Zambia, just after the American Embassy. And then another one is Tropical High School, just after Joint Medical Stores, as you're going to, I don't know how to direct, but just after that, Joint Medical Stores, yes.
And clap for ship 2. Let's have ship 3. Who is representing ship 3? Achilles himself. I am going to be in your inbox. Ship 3 is still finalizing their set of schools, so we will not hear from Achilles at this time. Ship 4. Ship 4, as ship 5 also prepares to come. Okay, let's hear your schools.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Leon, SIPS 4. We have got 2 schools. We shall be going to Busia Secondary School and Mwanguzi High School, just here at Chengera. So those are our 2 schools.
Thank you very much. Ship 5. Yes, hello. Do we have a confirmation of your schools? Still pending. Okay. Ship 6.
Penny, would you please check your WhatsApp? Penny and Rachel, would you please check your WhatsApp?
Shalom, duly noted, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Ship 6. Ship 6. Ship 7. Nobody from ship 6. Because members of ships also receive their personal copies. So if there's nobody, then we'll wait for them another time. Ship 7. Ship 8. Nobody from ship 8. Ship 9. Timothy, whom are you representing? Okay. Ship 9 in the house. Ship 9 is still determining because they have 9 schools. Ship 10. Okay. I'm sure ship 10 knows their schools.
Okay, good morning. Ship 10, we have 3 schools that we earmarked. We have Chivubura Girls Secondary School in Uganda. We have Chirinja Church of Uganda. That's in Weogere, and Muni Girls in Arua. Yeah.
Ship 11. Okay, you represent you. Ship 12. Please tell us the story about your schools.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. We are still working on our schools. After here, we are going to finalize on which school we shall be going to, and we shall inform Ma'am Rachel. Thank you.
Ship 13.
Good morning, everyone. Ship 13, we finalized on 2 schools. That's Makari College School and Bukoli College in Bujiri. Yeah.
Thank you. Can we have ship 14? Michelle, people want to,
Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Michelle. I facilitate SHIP 14. I have the honor of facilitating SHIP 14. We are going to Transform Education Center Kasangati, and we are, sorry, and we are also going to, I've forgotten the other name. In Chisoro. We are the ones going to the end of Uganda. And Krista in Sunday. Thank you so much, Kay.
Thank you, ship 14. Can we have ship 15? Oh. Penny, you'll have to tell us. Please remember to tell us how to support different ships on these trips.
Thank you so much. Ship 15 will be going to, actually ours had so many schools, so we had to put it to vote. And the schools that won the vote were Kaboja International and then Soroti Secondary School. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate all the effort going into this. Ship 16. Ship 17.
Hello, everyone. This is Ship 17. We have St. Henry's College Tovu and Gayaza. Ship 17. We have St. Henry's College Tovu and Gayaza. Gayaza Road Secondary School.
Juliana, what's going on?
Thank you. Ship 18.
Good morning, friends. Ship 18 has a couple of schools, so we haven't yet concluded on which one, but yeah, we're excited that we have a wider choice. Thank you.
Ship 19. Ship 20. Michelle, do we still have cups for tea?
Hello, good morning. Ship's 20 will be visiting Kiambogo College and Sacred Art. Thank you.
Ship 21. Ship 21. Ship 21, do you have a story for us?
A huge story. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rogers Peter Imai Luke, facilitator ship 21. We have one other participant here. There's Hawa and then Victoria. Victoria, where are you? Victoria, you know, ship 21 is a gallant one. I think it's very important that Hawa, you know, we are meeting for the first time since the program started. Yes. So if all of you joined Rachel in giving us the thunderous hand clap. There are no pictures. Oh, Jab's not around, but he's here. Hello, my sister. Please say something.
Okay.
Is there a bonus?
Okay, good morning. Ship 21, we shall be going to Majansi High School in Tororo, as well as St. Peter's High School in Hoima. Yes. Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
Ship 22. We are almost there. Thank you for your patience. Ship 22, do you have a story?
Good morning. My name is Kusima Inesas from Ship 22. We shall be going to Emmanuel College, Kazo, as well as Hope SS Wulenga. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ship 23.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sech Emmanuel, and I'm a facilitator for SHIPS 23. I graduated from cohort 2023, and now I'm a facilitator of SHIPS 23. I'm happy to be in this group, and I'm a teacher. And our schools that we are going to have is Royal College, Namugongo, Namukono campus, and Mbogo Senior Secondary School, and vocation. This one is in Rugazi. Thank you so much.
Ship 24.
Yeah, this is ship 24. We are going to visit World Ahead Senior Secondary School in Matuga, and then St. Joseph's SS Kachindu on Mitiana Road. This is ship 24.
And finally, ship 25. Anybody from ship 25? Ship 25, representing Judith. Some ships had stepped out, so I'm calling upon ship 8. You have a story?
A simple one. Thank you very much. Good morning, members. This is Honorable Charles. Those who have never met him, he is here right now. I'm heading ship 8 with my good friend who is in Canada, John Paul. So sometimes we do Zoom. We are going to 3 schools, but for now we have confirmed 2. That is Nagulu Seed Secondary School, is a government school in Wakiso. And then Light Africa Secondary School here in Kampala. But someone has already called us and this is on our neck to go to Ginger SS. So we shall give you the update. Thank you very much from Honorable.
Thank you very much. Is there any ship that hasn't received at least a book? Otherwise, we are going to I would like to hand back to Penny to guide us on the next steps. Thank you very much, and I hope you appreciate the materials. As we indicated, the t-shirts will be out in due course, and those will also be distributed in the best way possible. Thank you very much.
Friends, I would like to invite the wonderful gentleman with the good third eye, the camera eye, to give us guidance on how we take the group picture. And after we have taken the group picture, friends, those of you that have confirmed with schools already, but had not given us the name of the school, please approach me. I am going to give you the letter, the introductory letter, to take to those schools you have confirmed with. Just come to me. I will be seated right here. And then we can then move to our different small corners and have our ships meetings. I hope that is understood by everyone. Friends, do I have any representative from ship 6? Because no one came to sign for any book. Okay. Friends, we are now going to take the group photograph, and then we shall retire to our ships meetings, and we will be required to leave the center by midday. We need to have, if you still have things to discuss after midday, you can move the meeting outside and continue the meeting. But inside the room, we are leaving the room by midday. I hope that's understood by everyone. So, friends online, we appreciate your presence. We appreciate you. You have been very ably represented by the people in the room. You're very welcome to tea. Please join us. And we are going to take a group photo now, and we shall retire to our group meetings, to our ships meetings. If you can join your ships members, please join them, either by phone call, by Zoom, or WhatsApp call. That is it, really. Friends, I have been guided that we are going to require you to stand up and come and stand behind here. Annette, Rachel, and myself shall be seated. Thank God. Everyone else, if you could stand and move to the back. Rachel, my box. My box of materials here. Friends, we are out of the COVID scare, so if you could squeeze in, get closer to one another. I'm sure the frame cannot accommodate the people over there, so let's squeeze in. I'm not a camera person, but allow me to guide that if you're standing behind someone, yeah. Yes. Friends, if you're standing behind two people, make sure your head is between their shoulders, not behind someone's head. We are holding our copies of I Was Born to Lead. And I don't have a copy. Friends, make sure that your book is upright and not upside down, below your face. I need to sit with you.
At what time?
Right now. Sweetheart. That have an issue. Friends, whoever does not have that. Friends, the ships that did not get letters and you have schools that are confirmed, please approach Rachel and I in this moment right now and we issue the letters.